Hello, people. Now, this is a game that is very, very close to me. I was never able to finish it because it was so long, and back in those days, I had a different computer chair which would not allow me to sit down for long periods at a time. Hopefully, between the comfier chair, the now, I believe, fully voiced final cut of the game, and me having a responsibility to start streaming, I can actually finish it. If you've never played Disco Elysium, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. That said, this is one of those games where if you watch someone play it, it might end up spoiling your experience, because this is almost purely a narrative game. Honestly, there is almost no gameplay mechanics whatsoever. Anyway, so I've already decided I'm gonna choose Sensitive for this route because I want Inland Empire, and I want the tie. It just seems like so much more fun. If everyone's ready. By the way, how's the audio? And screw it, let's just get into it. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water of the deep, if deep enough, fuck! Did I mention I'm a slow reader? That's another reason why I had a hard time playing this game.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
God, the fucking voice acting. So beautiful.
Ever.
Oh, one sec. Do you not remember me saying I'm streaming again? Alright, I'm back.
Never, ever. Never, ever, ever, baby.
Hello, Dreambean. Welcome to the grand adventure that is Disco Elysium. You just joined as I was starting.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
What's this about? The X something?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
No, I want to know about the X something.
Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
No, I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me.
Do you really?
I do. Let me off.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
God, I love this voice actor too. And the best part is, I'm pretty sure he does the voice for all the, like, basic narration and all the voices in the head. So, it's just gonna be so much warm and fuzziness. I don't care. I'm an idiot. A brave idiot.
Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meet around you. A sensation.
I mean, don't worry. Nothing too important's happening right now.
Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Hi, Sanoi. How you doing? Welcome back. Thank you for coming.
You can take it. You're a champion.
Volition! No, I'm not scared. I'm a champion.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Who am I? What kind of creature does this to their own mouth? Okay, I'm a bit scared now. Let me go back to the dark.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
And so it begins. Is the voice acting too low for you guys? Because I wonder. I don't want the music to be too loud. Alright, first and foremost, we
This
need the
fan
tie.
has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world.
Au revoir. Fiere. I hate French.
You reach
Damn
out
it.
to grab the tie, but what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you. This is bad. Feels like sharp stones grinding in your chest and keeping you from moving. For quite a long time. Still ongoing. Now is a good time to start worrying. Finally, the pressure recedes. You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying.
I'm gonna pull the light bulb.
A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. It's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity. Don't overreact.
I kind of wish they'd have different voice actors for the different skills. Make them feel a little bit more unique.
Little black spots dance on your retinas. It's almost pleasurable. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up
Oh,
against
thank
the
God.
tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning. The necktie is no longer contained.
Necktie is... I love this game.
What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
How poetic. Considering I've already killed myself.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Oh, wait. We need this. One sec. Yeah, it should do. Anyone here ever play this game?
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
Gee, I wonder who.
Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
I don't care. I hurt myself. It's what I do.
Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Oh dear God, help me! What is this?
Whatever it is, at least it's dead now. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face?
I'm not making it. The face is making it itself.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're
No.
scaring yourself. You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Hello, whoever joined. Welcome. Thank you for staying. Superstardom.
You should check yourself for a pulse, superstar.
Check pulse.
You find no sign of life on your swollen neck. However, putting your hand on your chest reveals an irregular heartbeat. You appear to be alive, for now. Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place, somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now. It's too late.
Damn it.
Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Alright, well that's done. Now time for the blazer. A magnum-sized ball of Commodore Red is empty. It's definitely enjoying it, yep. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. This real tape player is still on, rolling empty. Green shoe.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Visual calculus.
What do you
Damn
do?
it.
Assess the damage. How would you do that? What are you even trying to do? The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
Oh, guess you gotta do this the hard way. Money. Yeah, I know. I like the way they called it visual calculus. It kind of makes sense, although I'm pretty sure what it actually is something called causality. Smells like the smell of the sea makes you dizzy. There it is.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet.
How did they fit?
Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Alright, the setup is, or the getup is here. And I don't think there's any tasks yet. So this isn't the kind of game that's full of fast-paced action or anything. It's more like a novel. But man, is it good. It's hilarious, it's meaningful, cleverly written. It gets existential at times.
Hello, officer.
The year is 51.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
No.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Chief Executive Officer, right?
The young woman shakes her head slowly.
Okay, Chief Technical Officer?
No. You're a police officer, sir.
Are you sure?
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
What business is that?
I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Okay, come on, come on, come on. Big money, big money?
Try
Yes!
the expression. Come on, why are you still doing this?
I'm at death's door, bloated, a goner, and still... Does the lounge ever... So does the longing ever stop?
Alcohol raises testosterone levels, especially in men. The levels remain elevated after inebriation ends and the pain begins. You seek comfort. It's only natural.
She puts out her cigarette. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
And now, it never stops. Goodbye.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray.
Electrochemistry.
Light it up and smoke the living shit out of it.
Typical electrochemistry. Am I a smoker?
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
But she broke it at the filter. I can't smoke that.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all.
The idea seems to make your neck expand. Suddenly, the garish tie feels very snug.
Ah, yes, the necktie.
Or you could not do that. No one is making you.
The Abide cigarette, I never heard of that. Like I said, this game has good writing. I'll make it, priority 1.
Good. They'll make you stronger and better. You're too old to be cool now. But find cigarettes, smoke them, blam. Instantly a cool renegade man. A mystical red dragon with smoke rising from his nostrils.
They make it sound really cool.
Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
That actually is true. Smoking increases certain stats. Same with drinking and doing other drugs. I'm talking about in-game, by the way, not in real life. Don't do drugs and alcohol, kids. I'm sorry, what? Oh, nothing. I was just saying, don't do drugs and alcohol. Summer door closed for the winter. I don't get, why do you need a different door for a season? This is where the lyrics should be. The old karaoke mic, just waiting for someone to sing into it. Speaker connected to the radio.
Totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul is immense.
Utterly. And it needs to be heard. Through a PA system. By other people. Whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself.
Good old Half-Light. Always with the violence. This goes well with the a theory I'm developing that I'm a down-on-my-luck superstar person.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
What should I sing when it comes to it?
You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry.
Lamentation sounds good. They really get a gauge on my soul with that.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one.
Hi, Sean. How are you?
You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
Yep, that's on my plate now. Find something tragic to sing. Yeah. I've been doing fine. I actually streamed not too long ago.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he is purposely ignoring you. Looks like he's not a fan.
And since you're not a fan of mine.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
You're being sarcastic.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
Oh my god, I did all those things.
No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
What have I been doing then? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Playback lagging for me.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Where did this Sylvie go?
She just, you know.
There's something there, and it's not good. That's all you know for now.
Alright, so I have a friend.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Alright, guess it's time to talk to him.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Hold on, who is this? Who is he to me?
He is your half-brother.
Shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Come on, conceptualize, don't fail me. Of course.
Raphael Ambrosius Christo.
There it is.
Yes, well. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
You mean that guy? Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we
I
should
know,
talk
right?
to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, the police. I'm aware I am a policeman.
Right. And the interviews?
What
At
interviews?
the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
The body?
Mm-hmm.
See ya, Doom. Have a good night's sleep. The archive will be here in the morning. I don't like dead bodies.
Sure. But did you take it down from the tree?
Look, man, you know, yeah.
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
Completely.
Completely. Does that mean you took the body down from the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What time zone am I in? I'd rather not say. Just because Canada's not exactly a big country. What if I told you I'm not really a police officer?
We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will. But first, we have to take it down.
But how can you be sure I'm from the police?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Because something has to and no one else will.
Internal affairs, and I'm not them. I'm from criminal investigation.
You said insignia. These white rectangles, you mean?
Yes,
But they're just white rectangles.
they are not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Ravachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
I don't have a... But shouldn't I have a badge or something? Check pockets.
You mean you don't have a badge?
It was not on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible.
But I can't
Getting
remember
your body
anything.
down should still take precedence. I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
A painkiller would be good about now. This thing is pulsating with discomfort. The best cure for a headache is, of course, morphine. They won't have that. So cigarettes will have to do.
Yes, back to cigarettes. With electrochemistry.
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
Let's roll.
After you, officer.
Imagine all of them pretending you're police officers. That would be an amazing twist for this game.
Hello again, sweetie. I see you've met up with your colleague.
The lieutenant nods politely. Wait, who's Sweetie?
Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
I'm no Sweetie, look at me. Maybe I am.
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
I don't know. Wink. Maybe I have.
You rascal. I'm too old for you, and too married besides.
Your advances haven't thrown her off one bit. In another place and time, she would have probably welcomed your attention.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
How'd you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchair partner in fighting crime, riddling backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers. Sorry, not serial killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
I know, but there's also side mysteries, sequence killers, forays into the paranatural.
I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
Why? 3 heads are better than 2.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. Perhaps another time.
You seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
What's paraplegic?
It means I can't use my legs. I was in an accident some years back, injured in the line of duty, as they say.
Were you a rugby player?
Oh no, far from it. Although, I did come out to watch the boys play when I was in school. Oh, those tan calves.
All those cankles.
I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail-order shoe company. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and, well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding. I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
Could I become paraplegic?
I hope not. Although the work you are doing for all of us is quite dangerous.
Towering over her in your insignia, you make her feel safe.
Someone has to do it.
But not you. You're volunteering. So thank you, sweetie.
So you volunteered sometime in the past for the beatdown and hail of bullets? So very you.
I'm sorry, it was rude of me to mention a wheelchair. Let's move on.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway.
There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago.
I don't know if you noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
I drank so hard I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
A war zone at the edge of the world. We're dead, haunting each other. We're ghosts.
Now. We are live in a hostel called the Whirling in Rags. And the Whirling itself is in the city of Revachol.
Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Ravishol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
51.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Term the freest market. Errors are being used to control people's minds and distort perception of reality. Cop. We're living under a cop regime. No, let's go with radios.
Oh, no. Nothing like that, dear. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no matriarchy.
She's trying to avoid the foreigner's part. This is because she's a woman. She may be lying to you.
Okay, Endurance. If there's no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
How did I do?
You didn't do too well, dear. You really only knew what year it is. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Reality, in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
She means this sincerely. Worrying won't do you any good.
Is this revolution you mentioned?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different.
Communism.
The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
What does this have to do with there not being any cops?
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things? And how can I help you?
Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I
Well,
don't
fuck
know.
you too, Kim.
Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Alright, gotta go back to this guy.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41.
As I said, Detective Raphael Ambrosius, whatever.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
Who, me?
Yes, Detective Christo. I have everything. You?
Oh, I mean, do I have questions?
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard. The prey drive says.
Did you kill him, Garrett?
No, I didn't.
You can tell me, Garrett. You killed him, right?
I didn't. I don't appreciate this. What is this?
Why'd you have to kill him?
Do I have to answer him? Is this mandatory?
The lieutenant stands motionless, his expression unreadable.
Did he hurt you? Is that why? Do you get in some, do you get some kind of, sick kick out of killing him?
What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't killed anyone.
Anyone? Have you killed someone else then?
He ignores you.
Where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
How do we get there then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right. You
You know what they
see
say
a
about the
hole in
soon.
fence,
I know.
A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
Where did Sylvie go, anyway?
She went away because none of your business.
That's the second time you've avoided the subject.
Oh my god, what is your obsession with this Sylvie person? Get over it.
Maybe it's he who's obsessed with this Sylvie person.
Perhaps.
Certainly sounds like it.
Perhaps he is empathy.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination. But
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
no, Don't listen to him. It's madness. Just talk.
Yes, I'm gonna I'm gonna talk to. I'm gonna listen to the necktie.
One moment you're running like the wind. Then you've suddenly turned around and are giving him the finger. Furiously. With both hands. Why?
Fuck you, asshole!
Watch out!
Everything goes dark.
Back so soon.
I love it. The ancient reptilian brain is back. So worth it. I had an accident. This didn't town. I gave no such command to my body.
Those are mysteries of the spinal cord. The spinal cord has yet to reveal itself to you. Its mysteries are unholy mysteries.
Oh, there's more of you hidden. I'm so cool.
You are way cool. Cooler than the bottom of the sea. Too cool for this world.
Maybe.
I was wrong to let you go. I should have kept you here. Is it bright where you are? Is it terrifying? Have you felt the love?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? Are you okay?
No. You have sustained a trauma to your lower neck. In addition, you have strained your left trapezius muscle. Pain surges down your back when you move.
No, are you okay? Ouch. I'm gonna say, are you okay?
The chair took the brunt of it. Don't worry.
Are you sure, ma'am?
Yes. Check on him.
Sir, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry. This has always been a cop-friendly place. The drinks are on the house, okay? There were a lot of drinks on the tab. I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window, though. That's 100 square.
No, apparently he hit it, but the chair took the brunt of the damage for her. Thank you for your cooperation.
Don't thank me yet. You still owe me 100 real. If you don't have it by tonight, I just can't let you up there. And for God's sake, watch out for yourself.
Alright, I don't have to pay 30.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Do I even have one?
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know, near? South, maybe?
You don't really know, do you?
I have only a vague blackened image. Does this mean I'm homeless? Yes, we're going with this one.
South, maybe. Doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
I live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobo cop.
Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantages.
Alright, I got a new thought for the thought cabinet. Do you know who Encyclopedia is? So here is all the skills in the game, and each one is basically its own personality. We have logic, encyclopedia, rhetoric, drama, conceptualization, visual calculus. We've already seen lots of volition, inland empire, empathy, authority. We've seen a spirit decor once. Suggestion maybe once. Yep. Endurance, pain threshold, physical instrument. We've definitely seen lots of electrochemistry so far. Shivers, half-light, and finally we have hand-eye coordination, perception, reaction speed, savoir-faire, who obviously didn't help us in that situation, Interfacing, and finally composure. But anyways, yeah, we got a new thought for the cabinet. What? Wait. There it is. Internalize. So basically now, I need to think about this for enough time, which is 4 hours and 20 minutes in game time. And for the duration of this thought, I have -1 composure. But I do get a solution to it once I figure it out. Wait, we need to go outside, don't we? Oh wait, there's still stuff in here, right? Show a lot of composure in that situation. I know, right? A bottle of rum has been knocked over. A beautiful dark liquid spills out. At the table, wearing mud cloak.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Come on, swipe it. Yes!
There is only one way to awake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane. Rip the buildings from the earth.
Wake up! There's an order! I am the law!
Why the yelling man?
You're alive. You looked out for a long time, for a long count there. I just want to see what happened if I yelled.
Congratulations. You've seen the future. Now, if you excuse me again, officer.
Officer, even after a rude awakening, this dock worker respects the police. More than they usually do, at least.
Seen anything interesting in your dreams?
Thank God, no.
Was it fathomless darkness from which we ought to be deferred like corpse in a mausoleum?
The worker stares at you, his eyes dry from sleep. A web of wrinkles covers his tanned forehead.
I don't know what you're talking about, kind sir. But when I'm out, then I'm really out. No corpses, no mausoleums, just quality time.
With the ancient reptilian brain, I
A
suppose.
little me time in the abyssal pelagic zone. You can never return to it now. Only detective work remains. Wakefulness and detection.
Tell me about the Whirling Pines.
That's the name of my employer. I work in logistics.
He doesn't sound too enthusiastic about this.
How's that going?
How's it going? Haven't you noticed what's going on outside?
Of course, it's a total madhouse.
Good. Then you understand the gist of it. We would all be better off without the employers and their employment.
Alright, see ya.
For one, I can get some goddamn shut-eye. Right to sleep, I say.
What about the dead body in the yard?
Yeah, what about it?
You seem cool with it. Do you have any of those hanging from your tree?
You know, people die here every day. Someone's found in a ditch, another one falls in a manhole, a third one
sorry.
gets eaten by stray dogs. If someone has decided to die on top of a tree, then how is it my concern?
Hopefully you'll stay around long enough to see Kuno. Well, a little point you're asking about the body, then I got other questions.
I can tell you this. Trouble's ahead.
You have a pretty solid feeling that the man's not just mouthing off. He's strong, but even he has reasons to be cautious here.
Trouble is already here. Or how else would you call a dead man hanging from a tree? What trouble?
You heard what I said. Draw your own conclusions. That's all I know, and I prefer to keep it this way.
The lieutenant gives you a little nod, then makes a note in his blue notebook. So Union people think he was a killer, he thinks. Even Sleepyhair. This doesn't help a lot, but it's something. Good work, detective.
Yours, point to the bottle of spilt rum.
Indeed. Help yourself to some. Wait. No. Oh, it's empty. Sorry about that, pal.
Alright, I'll let you
The
sleep.
dock worker doesn't answer. His head is already back down on the table.
Whoops, skip that too fast. Oh well. Alright, time to actually head outside and start investigating. Took us 2 hours to get through all that dialogue. That's the kind of thing I don't like about this game. It's like, time moves so fast.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting. Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair.
You know, maybe I should play this late at night as like some sort of a bedtime ASMR. That'd be nice. This nice, smooth voice.
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way in under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you.
What's to the west?
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean.
So this is west.
Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Who are you, ghosts?
The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Will you ever go there?
Will I?
No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise.
Disco is actually a very important part of this game. Like, it's like a theme that's constant throughout it. I mean, for fuck's sakes, I'm wearing bell-bottom jeans.
Across the bay from Martinaise every day. Urban coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs. Cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction. A defunct research and development building, once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water.
And beyond that?
Coal City, end of all lines.
Run your fingers through your damp hair. All I know is, what happened today. What's to the east?
The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked.
That way.
A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
Clench your teeth, stop shuddering. Shake your shoulder again.
You shudder, looking down at your feet. Dirty rainwater runs veins into the plaza's snow. Two green snakeskin shoes stand at attention on the mosaic paving of the plaza.
What's to the north?
Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play.
And closer to here?
A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet. He swings from a tree, bloated. Droplets of rain slip from his cold cheeks.
What's in the south?
A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
What's on the other side?
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
What is Jamrock?
Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. Droplets form on your eyelashes. It's home.
Where the hood at?
Have a brother in the cut. Where the hood at?
Where the hood at? I love this game. Shudder, look further. Actually, no, why am I thought there?
To be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution fell.
What am I doing here?
Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland.
I guess that's true.
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Satellite officer Jean Vichmer rushes down the precinct stairs, umbrella in hand. It's unopened. He doesn't seem pleased about the spring rain. On the bridge, officers Torsen and McLean are standing guard. Torsen wears jeans and a fishnet wife-beater. Satellite officer Vichmer passes by, and the young man remarks to him,
"Where's your homo, homie?"
What?
It's not like that. They're what is called heterosexual life partners. They have a battle-tested relationship. A brother bond, if you will.
Huh? Yeah.
Heterosexual life partners.
Yes.
Funny apery.
It's called a bromance.
Workplace humor. Have you seen him?
Is there something wrong?
No, nothing. It's just... Judith went to his place and found the Monday mail unopened. I think he's still there. You didn't, drink with him over the weekend, did you?
That would be irresponsible.
With that animal? Never again, man. What is he, still down there? In, south of the interchange? What was it?
In Martinez. He's in Martinez.
They're talking about me, by the way.
your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
What is above?
Coalition era statics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
What's below?
Collapsed storm drains, old sewage systems flooded with rainwater. Hidden weapon caches from the revolution. Doors leading down to Le Royaume. The catacombs to which, for 3 centuries, they delivered the blue-blooded dead.
Motherfucker.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
Street says, fuck off police. The street sign, yeah. Pigs go home. The street side's name is illegible.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
You sound surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
What is this fuck the police business?
Excuse me?
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
No. Street sign says police.
Oh. Well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here.
What about the other sign? Pigs go home. Who are the pigs?
I don't know anything about that either. As I said, I didn't write it.
Even if she didn't write it, she should clean it.
You should clean it up if you get the chance. Be a citizen, be a winner.
Okay.
She's probably not gonna do it.
Who exactly are you?
Me? I am just a gardener.
Good to meet you, Jesse Gardner. Another question then. What are you doing here?
I'm working.
Working on what?
I have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some work done.
There's discomfort. She stops mid-sentence.
But...
Well, as you probably know, there's a corpse hanging from a tree there. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
One more thing. Can I borrow your gloves?
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
Where's the gloves? Here they are. Yeah, the gardener's gloves. What do they do again? Interfacing. Got it. Oh, and here's the pen that the old lady gave me. That's right, I need the bag. Because I'm a hobo cop. Alright, now it's time to see Kuno.
Kuno's got this.
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno.
Hey kid, a word, police business.
Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
Love it in the dick.
They changed his voice actor.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
What does that mean?
The kid is obviously high.
Stop getting high at my crime scene.
Kuno, yeah, right in the mouth hole.
They pay you no heed or pretend not to notice you.
Shits himself.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Kim, what should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
What forces?
You will see.
Are you kids siblings?
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
Kids, you want to hang out? I'm not a narc.
Fuck no. Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit.
Look, I have questions.
Alright. Entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Show me what you've got. The body, what do you know about it?
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
Kim, help me up here. What do we, want to know?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
Do you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
Probably should be. Do you know how it got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see it happen?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Oh, okay. Where'd you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking... Mesco, or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Oh shit, he's in Cyberpunk 2077?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
you tell the faggoty Kuno.
More on this later. Right now, let's talk about something
You're
else.
testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
About the crime scene. You kids often play in this yard?
Right, Pig? This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
I mean, I have questions there for now. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Alright, I'm not gonna ask this one just yet.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
I'm gonna go with that later, because right now I need something else. Silver could do climb. Someone's trying to grow herbs in the greenhouse.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
What is this?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
No, it's not.
Because
Damn
it's nice and orderly. Well-laid pallets. Easy on the eyes. No, there's more to this. You get this strange feeling.
What is this feeling?
Hard to say. It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see. Especially the small ones.
Alright, I'm gonna need, I'm definitely gonna need to upgrade my perception before I try that again. Oh wait, yeah, this thing.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? What, you're just a trash container.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Lieutenant, what do you think could be in there?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
Yes, I feel like there's something in there.
What do you mean, feel?
Extrasensory perception. Whatever is in there holds special significance.
I agree. We should get someone from the remote viewers division here.
What is the remote viewers division?
All the detectives from all the precincts who experience extrasensory perception go to the remote viewers division. Their work is invaluable to the force.
Wow, could we get them here?
No, because they don't exist.
I'm so disappointed right now. I thought there were there was a remote viewing division.
There isn't, but we should still access this container.
How do I get the lock
Try
open?
using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage,
Or
we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
weren't we able to investigate this though? Thought we were. Big hole in the friggin'. Alright. Guess not, apparently. I mean, it has been a long time since I played this game.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57.
It would be funny if they told the VA that the division exists and he can deliver the line more natural. Hey, Bernie. How you doing?
Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet.
Open the door.
In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
What is this machine?
This is the Kupris Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio if you'd like.
Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat.
Okay, but what is a motor carriage?
A motorized vehicle, officer. I'm sure you are familiar with the concept. We've had these for nearly a century.
Can we turn it on and drive somewhere?
No, I'm afraid not. We have a murder case on our hands, remember?
What's this sinking feeling I have with the word motor carriage?
Nothing, nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the carefree lollygagging.
Oh, Inland Empire. You know something, don't you? Do all policemen in the RCM have such cool motor carriages?
The Kupris Motorcar does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes.
So where's mine?
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Run your fingers on one of the steering levers.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm.
Tap on the fuel preheater gauge.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
Pull out the pull-out
A
box.
metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
I'll take them all.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Cold and heavy.
Like truth.
You feel like you're reunited with truth once more. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
Take the rubber handled chain
The
cutters.
handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap go the cutters in your hand.
Take the hand crank flashlight.
It's robust, weatherproof, and well made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
Even though, seriously, I could swear I could interact with this gate. Whatever.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, "Whirling in rags."
Let's equip the tools we have.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has force time isn't happening. You've jammed the pry bar under the lid, but it just isn't bending. What is this? Your triceps ache for the metal to bend, but it resists. This calls for a potent curse to help break its resistance. Utter the power words.
The fuck kind of metal is this? This is fucking shit.
The quality of metal is not the problem. From what I see, it's sturdy enough.
He's enjoying your little failure. He finds it amusing. He's reveling in the sweaty rage on your face.
Hang from the pry bar with all your weight.
There's a creaking sound as the pry bar slips under the lid. You hang from it like a moron, huffing and puffing. Clearly the technique is wrong, but nothing else comes to mind.
Kick the container.
Unsatisfying. Hurtful. You hear a ringing sound, but not quite hollow. The can seems to be full. Full of itself. Content. Happy you failed. This snickering trash container is having a grand old time.
Hey Colby, how are you doing?
Let's ask the manager for the key. This is clearly not working.
I guess I failed that one. Fine. I'm doing pretty fine. This is actually my second stream today.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
2 hours?
An hour would have been bad. 2 hours is mystical. You have truly wiped out all trace of yourself if you haven't thought about rum and lemonade yet.
Don't worry about it. It's more my problem than yours. You mentioned that I need a rum and lemonade. I'd love for Gart to get me, alright, secretly thinking about this time. Actually, should I be drinking this? Looks like drinking hasn't turned out well for me.
Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. Have you thought about that? Get a goddamn rum and lemonade to yourself, boy. Or better yet, lick that stain off the counter.
Lick it!
Calmly, the lieutenant looks out of the window, then to you, licking the tasty rum stain off the counter, then out of the window again.
What are you doing?
Investigating.
We should move.
A real drink would go well with those cigarettes you're looking for. That's a great combination.
Right, your electrochemistry.
Can I help you?
Is the trash container at back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
By the way, Kobe, aren't you still streaming? How's that going? Sorry if I couldn't make it to any of them.
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
That's nice. Yeah, I would pop by more often, but I never know when you are streaming. Like, you have to understand I almost never use Twitch unless I need to.
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It's not really as complicated as I thought it would be.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I mean, nothing's really that complicated once you figure it out. Same with 5D chess. I wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
What if he told you I am a hobo, or soon to be, rummaging through a trash? Will you keep me out too?
Yes.
Wow, that was cold. But I needed those leftovers to survive.
Sir, I'm sorry the RCM is having financial trouble, but it's not this establishment's problem.
Does it seem callous regarding even your leftovers from the poor?
Callous? What are you, Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard.
Like I said, it's not that hard once you actually start figuring it out and start playing it. We need those keys.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
You wait and see, cafeteria manager.
Exactly, Felician.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
See ya, Kobe. What a chance we lose the keys. I mean, it wouldn't be the first important item we've lost.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Open the padlock with
With
key.
a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Why are you telling me that, Inland Empire?
Maybe you shouldn't. Of course you should. This is your time to shine, Hobocop. Dive into that dumpster for extra content.
Damn straight. Didn't I just have a premonition that there is something in there?
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid.
Open the lid.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look under the boxes of cartons.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Pick up the rags.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar-marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too, a white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Reach for it.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Bag the shirt.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. Just garbage.
I think that's all.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Think someone from the whirling might be involved, maybe?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Yeah, we need to ask these kids to put them here.
What's he on about? Kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
See?
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
Search the food waste.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here.
Yes, there is.
What's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Pick it out.
They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes.
By the way, hi, Deox. Also remember, no more spoilers.
Written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
No, it can't be.
Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
It has a foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin.
What are you talking about?
I speaketh in tongues.
Doeth thou also thorough inventories? You should take stock of your notes. Make sure it's all there. Official notes contain informants' names. If some of it has fallen into the hands of the RCM's adversaries, bloodletting may well ensue.
Okay, I'll do that.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Dig in Homelkopf style for extra content.
Wow, an Armistice caliber 50 knock cannon. Half wrapped in paper tissues. So shiny.
What's a knock cannon?
It's a giant rifle, and it's very expensive. Not as expensive as that fat string of pearls snaking around the rotten banana peels, however. And is that Cordon Electric's preamp with Electra F2 tubes? It is. That catches quite a price. We're talking 12,000. Easy. Unless you're into hi-fi yourself.
I'm into hi-fi.
That's too bad, because none of those things are actually in there.
Oh.
There's just food waste and crisp wrappings.
Cruel jest. There must be something.
All you see is a broken mug with a racist depiction of the Yellow Man frolicking in saffron.
An antique?
Only in its social sensibility.
I'm gonna take it.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Alright, now for the actual body itself. This part's
The
fun.
corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath.
Look down.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
What is that? Why is it so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cock's gonna blow, Kuno!
Let's do it. 3%. Of
The
course.
smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth. More instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Try to walk away.
Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls and pushes it out, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
Fucking corpse.
Keep it.
Thanks.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Okay, where do we get the money from?
That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store nearby.
I can't believe it's snowing again. It felt like springtime just a few days ago.
Do you have your salts? I think we'd use some.
Sure, I'm done with them. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
I've actually smelled ammonia before in my chemistry class. Our teacher had it for us. Oh wait, this isn't a tool? Okay. Never mind. But yeah, ammonia smells... How do I describe it? Like, it's like a salty vinegar smell, but like 1,000 times stronger. Like, it makes your nose burn.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Let's go, it's like 10 p.m. Alright, no worries. Well, you already know where we left off. Just get to the point where I puke and you'll find your way back. But thank you for coming. It means a lot, truly. Alright, 8%.
The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You managed to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
You know I didn't help at all. I don't want to be a cop anymore.
Get a hold of yourself.
The weight is reassuring, like a krenel on solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
Why can't I keep it in if I've been a cop my whole life?
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, bag it. Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough.
You seem to be fine.
I think I've lost my sense of smell. Not being hungover helps too.
Seriously, this isn't fun. I don't want to be a policeman anymore.
Okay, you've said it. You needed to say it. And now that you have, you need to get your shit together.
But I don't want to get my shit together. But my shit already is together. Okay.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now. Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Thought cabinet time. Here it is. Volumetric shit compressor. Your shit is apart, and it's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that. Together, compress into a small area to achieve a solid level of shit compression. Squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with two hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people and maybe it will help. In the meantime, I don't have enough XP. Fuck. Because when I do, I'm probably going to have to increase my endurance.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
She means it. The fear is real.
I just want to ask you a question.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Listen, child, that corpse makes me puke twice, and I was wondering why you don't.
Stay away from me, pig. You don't want to see what happens when you corner me.
Fine.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Maybe I'll do that later. Okay, as for right now... Alright. Now to equip the almighty bag. My best friend in this game. And do what hobocops do best. Broken window. Tibbetts has windows.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Poor little viewer.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic. A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
Who knows?
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows. This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary.
I think I'll keep my money for now. Splatter of bullets on the wall.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
Aye.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
What kind of store is this anyways?
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
What kind of board games? No, what kind of postcards?
A postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side and send it to your friend or beloved.
What is a book?
That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter.
She is unfazed by your questions. She would consider it impolite to point out any perceived weirdness.
What is a board game?
Board games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards.
Interesting, thanks.
My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know?
Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What's your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're staying out here in the cold because...
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling. But she's cold.
You're cold. How can I help some way?
Kind of you to offer, sir.
What could you do to help her anyway?
So was the bio already explored? I puked twice. And now I need to wait for the shit compressor. I should have a word with the store owner, maybe. Such a good trooper you are, pat on head. Yep, head pats!
Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out.
Good
with
little
this.
lollies need head pats. Shouldn't he be at school or something? What is this crime business?
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Wait, not crime fiction. I need to know what crime is. Is that bad?
Crime is what we were solving before this conversation began.
Why would anyone want to read about crimes?
It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him.
I'm a policeman myself, by the way.
You don't look much like a policeman.
Well, what does a cop look like then?
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
Wow, look at that guy. I never been as good as Mullen.
Don't say that. He's not even real. You're real.
That's right, a real failure.
Cheer up, sir. No need to compare yourself to a fictional character.
Aw.
Maybe you can show me some real deductive police work, sir. Like in the books.
Oh, hold on. I still have -1 from this, don't I? Yeah, I do. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. So let's see. Actually, he's giving me composure. Never mind. What are my chances of that?
Every snowflake is like a little gift from the sky.
What you're doing is smart as Psychonaut Coacher Custom Stat Run. I'm doing Psychonaut. And I've already had a conversation with the necktie. What is romance?
It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man. Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
What about poor man getting a rich lady?
It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something.
I see.
Those are unhappy books, for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end.
What about books where the man and lady, business doesn't work out at all?
I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum.
Yeah, you think she has one about excruciatingly painful breakups?
I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though.
No, think about it. One where they plunge into a torrent of spiral of pain and recrimination. Only it's really long and drawn out. Scarred for life, phantom limb.
No, I don't know.
You can take this. Blossom like a pain flower.
Yeah, it drags on for years and years with no resolution in sight.
The girl is at a loss for words.
Each of you filling with resentment and bitterness for having ruined each other's lives.
She shifts and sways on her feet, looking confused and uncomfortable. Stop. There's no need for this. It's in your power to change the subject.
Unthankful seems an appropriate topic for discussion with children. Yes! What about when everyone is poor?
That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life.
What do you mean? It's a beautiful romance story. Two poor people who don't need money because they have each other. Sometimes we have to write about real life things.
Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end.
What about when both of the men are bald or bad?
These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that.
Well, if it's written really well.
Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting.
That's enough questions
Maybe
for
some of our other
romance.
books?
What are those famous people?
Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Can I become famous by reading one of those books?
I don't know about that, but I imagine life is great when you're famous.
These famous people sound like a bunch of dorks. Fame is delicious. Maybe someone will write a book about me one day.
Why would they do that, sir?
Because I'm a superstar cop with papers and everything. They'll show them.
That's so cool. Maybe they'll make you a book cover picture and everything. Standing over a dead body, holding a gun.
Shouldn't you... yeah, standing over a dead body. Shouldn't you be at school or something?
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
What is school, anyways?
School? Well, mine is a big yellow building on Boogie Street, and the people there run it. They say it's a charity.
The gale wind blows in from the coast, a wind of needles. It wraps itself around a building of brick and mortar. Somewhere, a clamor rings through the honeycomb of classrooms.
There's this feeling.
Remorse, the parquet of assembly halls, the rows of stall bars are growing cold. The corridors stand empty. The girl's voice somehow finds its way through this strange feeling. You haven't heard a word of what she's been saying these past few moments. You only hear...
Mum says it's necessary to do both, because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
Pick up the coal. And how's this business doing?
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Cursed?
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
Cursed in what way?
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
Ass up.
I wouldn't really say it like that, but I guess so.
I don't think curses are real. Exactly, like the word ass. That's not a real word.
They shouldn't be, but they seem real. Anyhow, they say that these grounds are doomed for businesses.
Let's see. They're not doomed, but your mother should learn from their mistakes.
Of course, sir.
Alright, come on. Damn it!
You fail to deduce anything substantial. She waits intently.
I'm a detective. I deduce you're a girl.
Come on, anyone would notice that.
And you'd be surprised. Hell, my brother I was playing with earlier was a boy. He looked like a girl. I'm talking about Karimu, who's my V brother, and I earlier today was playing 5D chess with him. Okay, there's more stuff I want to do before I get going. Can I get smokes if I'm over here? Ah, yes, the wall.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building. You have no clue. It's just a wall. So many walls all over Martinez, weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling. Volumetric shit compressor.
Oh, nice. Do we get a narration of it?
Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit-togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
We'll see. Okay, so let's do this, Yep. So, let's try and level this up. That's the only point I have, right? I think so, yeah. Maybe I should have spent that point after I tried the check again. In hindsight, that might have been a really smart idea.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
Wait, it sounds like you're already in trouble.
There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
It's the god of cigarettes and youth. Ask him if he's got anything to spare.
Actually, hold on. Can I have a cigarette?
Apologies, but this is my last one.
This is a different voice actor.
Has denied you absolution.
I need absolution!
Absolution? I don't know that brand, but I'm pretty sure you can get Astras at the Frit.
Can you just, like, toss one down?
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Shut up, throw, kid.
I'm not throwing anything.
There's no way you'd catch that cigarette anyway. Yes, really. Don't even try. You'll just embarrass yourself.
Yeah, that was obviously a bad idea for you guys to say. The gendarmerie really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Martin Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that.
Let's say I got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can't tell me anything about the hanging.
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Did you?
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
Really?
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
Kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend? How intriguing.
Dealer?
Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer.
What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply. Just someone hides behind a curtain. Those windows have eyes, and those eyes are watching, spying on you three.
No. We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Want me a cigarette?
Time to bring out your secret charm. Tears and begging. Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his very feet like a dog.
What do you want from me? Do you want me to cry, huh?
No, for God's sake, I don't want you to cry. Listen, I really have to go.
Ah, there it goes. Wasted. You would have gotten at least a few good drags out of it.
Good luck with the investigation.
Penis.
He's gone.
You should run after him, see what he went.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So we just give up?
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Once we found a way in, we can ask around for his apartment.
Alright, new objective. If I remember correctly, there should be a stone around here. Or did they... Wait, what was that?
The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier.
What's all these bullet holes? I've seen a lot of them around.
You peer into the faded marks in the stone. They peer back like an endless row of tiny black holes. Sweat starts trickling down your brow.
This is bad mojo, man! Fucking horrible mojo! The end draws near!
Perfect necktie!
Your chest feels tight looking at them. It's closing in, caving in, ever tighter. Your breathing grows even heavier.
You okay there? Might be the after effects of your past escapades. What are you looking at?
What's all these bullet holes? I've seen a lot of them around.
Remnants from the revolution. These are over half a century old.
So no crime has happened here?
Perhaps a crime of a sort ages ago, but no. These do not warrant an investigation.
Okay, but what can you tell me about the revolution?
Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Should we go?
There it is. Right? It's literally changing color. Come on! Maybe they did change a lot of stuff. Ooh, nice.
Hey! The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Yep, yeah, where were you last tested?
Had a battery of tests just last week. I'm practically a patchwork of interesting critters. Kinda like a man-o'-war.
Keep looking at the side, what are you looking at?
She nods disdainfully toward the woman performing maintenance on the boat docked next to the pier. Hatred, disgust, it's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features.
That a son her.
The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to her zon.
What are you doing on the wall?
Can't you tell?
Oh, to the wall.
I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
You don't know what to write?
Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mono is here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cards. And my name's not Mona, so...
She wants it to be something true and total.
Why are you so committed to facing the building?
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up, you know. Summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation.
I have an opinion on this one. Hear it?
Yeah?
I love public art. Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
Do you know anything about the recent murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko. Watch your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Probably, yeah.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's locked. This could be a way into the apartment building the smoking man vanished into. The door rattles against your knuckles, but there's no response. The door rattles again, but this time you hear an elderly woman's voice calling out from inside.
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
This is the police. Open the door.
Ha! The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
But I'm not joking.
No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the building. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Backyard door. With the smoker. You already were there. Didn't work.
Kim Teller, we're real policemen.
Good. We had enough problems with bums and drunks and thieves loitering in the hallway. You have no business here.
Okay, I'm gonna save scum. Because we need to get in here now.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to... This could be a way into the apartment building the smoking man vanished into.
Nice.
You're well versed in the kind of threatening legalese that implies criminal liability, but in fact has no meaning whatsoever.
Am I?
Obviously, look at that vague yet threatening stuff spewing forth from your mouth.
Okay. Maybe non-compliance is hindering a police matter. I may be forced to refer you to a potential prosecution.
I know my rights, and don't you mom me, boy.
Miss, would it help if we offer to show you our badges?
Hold your horses. I don't care about your stinking badge. Just come in.
Wait a minute. Yes. Alright, there we go.
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
Poor old lady. Alright, should I call a doctor?
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
You're still worried. It's very worrying.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
I have a few questions about those apartments. Alright. I'm looking for Martin.
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry.
What do you mean? I wasn't joking.
Pea-brain. Someone played a trick on you. Martinez is a name for anyone who comes from Martinez, like Jim Jamrock or Raoul Ravachol.
Oops. You really didn't get the joke there.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
Who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Do you live here?
If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
And all she gets, too. The coastal wind beats down hard on the coal room door outside. Splashes of waves make the balcony slippery.
How about the young male in his mid-20s? Dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony, know where he lives?
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble, I'm just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives?
Talk? He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
I have a few questions about those apartments.
Ask away, policeman.
What can you tell me about Cindy?
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still, she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
That's all, thanks.
Oh, no.
A firing squad for the rich. Door 9 is locked.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side.
Knock again.
A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Wait, is there no audio for this part?
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
Damn it.
Give me a moment. Ask away, policeman.
One of the residents on vacation, the mailbox is overflowing.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
Who is in
No one
apartment 10?
lives there. It's been empty for months.
But I talked to someone through the door.
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there.
Hello to whoever just joined, welcome.
Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Sure, I'll go see what I can find.
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans.
Sounds like my cousin.
You hear someone walking around inside,
This
rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
This apartment is supposed to be empty. Did you break in here? Excuse me, of course not.
Scare them. Suspected of some big crime. There's no sweet talking your way in there. Be official.
I don't need a warrant if I suspect there's been a break-in. Come on.
That was smart.
Ah.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
Her voice is really cheerful, despite her obviously hating you.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
Inspect the passport.
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details.
Nice haircut.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour.
What are you doing here?
I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
Sounds like they know how to have a good time.
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent. But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry.
Like the inside a foreclosed apartment down the hallway.
Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall.
So preppy. She's probably on some low-grade performance enhancers, like Preptide or Pericanine.
A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
Oh, it irks her. The incompetence.
My money's disappeared, I think. Should put on the street for doing this.
Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it.
It could have been that much money. These apartments look pretty shabby.
These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, a million real view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life, spark, and they are affordable. I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those radio computer wizards.
It's as if they're real wizards, able to resurrect dead real estate and breathe life into bank accounts.
So wait, what happened to the wall?
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both. Of course.
Alright, should have put on the shoes when I had the chance, because I think I might have been able to use them there.
The luxury of fine things. Just look at those black monk straps. After spending an entire day hustling, who's to say that you didn't deserve a pair of ridiculously expensive shoes on your tired feet?
You're right, beautiful things do make people happy.
Beautiful things give you a rush. It's power, crafting your style, draping your flesh in silk and leather, deciding how to present yourself to the world. Remember, when they come to take it away from you, you worked for those shoes. Whether you like it or not, wearing these shoes has made you more liberal, ultra liberal.
Keep your rifle by your side. So wait, didn't I... Hold on. Wasn't that supposed to trigger something?
The luxury of fine, beautiful, remember.
Maybe it's if I keep wearing them. I think that's what it was. Oh, what's in here? Hypnogamma. That's useful. Someone's drawn a 5-point star on the wall.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, number 11. No reply.
Examine the padlock.
It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it.
Oh, no, wait, that's in... Never mind.
Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise. This door has been closed with a padlock. The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
After you, detective.
A flamboyant poster of a white star, real lithography. Photos of revolutionaries posing with guns.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Marzov.
Who is this guy?
He's known as the father of scientific communism, also known as Masovianism. His theories about economic history greatly influenced, some would even say sparked, the anti-centennial revolution.
Why does this tenant have a bust of Krasmazov in their bedroom?
The white star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
Communism. .9mm bullet. Ooh. I could use that. Nice. I look like the king of dorks. The old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, blah blah blah.
Give me a moment.
I didn't find any counterculture people in apartment 10. It was just a real estate agent setting up the room for a new tenant.
I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
Like women and sexual deviants, that's who. Spit.
I know those types, yes. There have been some here, but they never make their rent, so they have to move out. I know their type.
Then why do you let them in?
She appreciates your effort to curb the deviantry and laxness. A shift in temperature. The air chills around you. Dust settles on the stony floor. A former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to -20 degrees Celsius.
Her face
is red from the cold. She's breathing on her fingers, clasping the plan. Traces of sadness are visible in her expression.
The plan.
Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ideas for arranging the furniture have been jotted down.
Look around yourself.
It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A standard HB graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool in the middle of the room.
Someone has torn down the wall. Man, it's only 12:50. I certainly will have to end the stream soon. I'll try to give it another 30 minutes.
The piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are.
Let's see. That's right, we evolved.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Is that heavy fuel oil?
Red dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
Oh, I wonder whose that is.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
Feelings are bad for you, okay? Some clever cultural commentary.
You ain't seen nothing yet, piggy boo.
Someone's been sleeping here recently. Oh, nice. Is there anything else that she has to say?
Give me a moment. Ask away, policeman.
Do you know who lived in the foreclosed apartment?
The hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job, I assume.
She really doesn't like those nut jobs. Bad blood there.
Why is there a hole in the wall in an abandoned apartment?
Some lunatic lost his mind. All kinds of morons pass through these halls.
With how small these rooms are, wouldn't you want to break the wall down?
Who is behind the padlocked door?
Oh, that one is a scientist, a future scholar. I think he studies astrology at the community college.
Astrology?
Education's good. I always tell them to study. Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
You mean the star and antlers? I think that's a symbol of communism.
The symbol of what now?
It's an ideology, I said no names, blah blah. It's for loons who have no idea how economy works. They're a noble state in the name of some made-up world of equality.
I don't believe in equality. Never seen it work. Oh.
Damn it, that didn't give me indirect modes of taxation. How do I get that again? That one's really helpful for money. Alright, now I'm out of there. Let's check the wall again.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Yeah.
Damn it.
Why? It's a wall. An ordinary wall.
Why must we stop to look at this wall every time we pass by? We have business to attend to.
Alright, back to the Disco Blazer then. Where my stats are right now? Alright, guess we're gonna have to buy smokes.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now. Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo? You should buy more alcohol. Enter the endless cycle of consumption.
Yes.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Before we're gonna go on, what is this Frit?
I don't know. Frit?
And what is Frit?
A 7 to 11 grocery store.
And why is it written with 3 T's?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
What magazine are you reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
I approve. Very futuristic. Tap on the two girls kissing.
She pops her raspberry-flavored bubblegum and nods. The lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk.
Wow, okay, Kim.
Apologetic half smile.
Let's proceed with some questions here for you.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so... Not really.
Not really doesn't mean you knew him a little.
No. I didn't know him at all.
How long has he been
I
there?
don't know, really long.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for your help. Let's see. Can you tell me anything about this reality we're in?
Reality? You mean, what reality? Economic reality, or...?
No, I mean the physical reality. Actually, no, economic reality. Let's see if
I
that
don't really
simulates it.
know anything. I mean, I'm 15.
15 is an excellent time to learn about economic reality.
Yeah, that's why I'm working my arse off in Frit. So I guess, like, that's economic.
What about the physical reality then?
I don't know. What about it?
Where are we?
We're in Frit
No, I mean, where are we on a larger scale?
as mankind, or as a nation, or
Like, as mankind.
in a good place. I mean, science is doing great, and this radio computer thing seems to be kinda big. I don't know.
What time is it?
I don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
Yep. What is a revolution?
When ordinary people take over the government and demand democracy. Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean.
The coalition, what's that? Someone told me there is one.
Our government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Actually, another thing about, I should probably inspect this.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
There's quite a lot to read here. Actually, look at all of that content.
Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
I'm gonna push in the face of every merchant I find until and tell them is this yours insane ideology.
So again, you dug it out of the trash. Why?
Because I could.
It wasn't going to offend anyone there. Why don't you just get back to your case?
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know.
Oh, I can't ask her about it. Damn it.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
I need the raincoat.
Here you go.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Who is Saint Baptiste?
Saint Baptiste, you know, the pharmaceuticals company. Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of St. Baptiste. That one. There.
A colourful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles lined the shop wall, inviting you closer. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
I don't have any so bad, say nothing, just take it in. Yes.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health, but I guess you already know that.
Don't ask, don't look, don't do anything here. Just go away. Get back to work. Know this, you will never finish your alcohol quest if you don't buy beautiful alcohol.
That is true. Maybe I'll leave it for now, though. Please tell me more about these products.
The pale aged vodka is special, I guess. It's stored in pale for a couple of years, which makes it super expensive and super strong.
What is pale?
You know.
Don't worry your pretty little head about it. Let's concentrate on what's important here.
Oh, is it the wild pale yonder? If you will consume stuff due to my body.
I mean, I already said it'd hurt you. I don't know what else they do.
Let's see, cigarettes.
Here you go, mister.
That was needed. Don't smoke, kids.
There it is, a brave little army in your pocket. The first Smokes platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you, sir.
Except I only have 4 of them.
You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up. Re-become yourself.
Oh yes, Bratan! Please light up! You need a trooper between your lips right now! Calm your shit down! Become a genius!
Light up.
Get a load of this rock and roll cop here, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. With a flick of the thumb, there's fire. A primal satisfaction. Here we go.
What are repercussions if I do this?
Repercussions? There's a high risk of glory, with a mild chance, cool genius. Smoking makes you into an intellectual. Everybody knows that. It will help you concentrate a bit. That much is true. It only lets you concentrate because you're in nicotine withdrawal. It only mitigates its own. Blah, blah, blah. Boring. Light it up.
Dip that bad boy in the flame and breathe it in.
Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body, and soul.
Nice. Almost
A
able to
nostalgia
level up
for
again.
yourself. The man you were in your youth.
Johnny
Thundercop.
Thundercop.
Is back, and he's chill as balls.
I love this game. Alright, now we can start examining this stuff, right?
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Heavy
kind of work
workers'
boots?
boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Noted.
So hold on, is there anything else I can use to boost up my visual calculus? Looks like everything I have is already here.
There are several footprints in the mud. What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud.
Damn it.
No pattern emerges for the time being.
What? No. Streaming.
Again?
Let's see. Alright, yeah.
I need you to do the dishwasher.
I can't redo this one, can I?
Inconspicuous
No.
pile of the...
Yeah, I know, Deox. And I already got it from her. I'm gonna say scum. So let's see. Yep, I need to equip this for more endurance. Alright, here we go.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell.
Come
Emitting
on.
it is all it does now.
Come on.
As you
Yes!
breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Does it always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
Come on, we gotta do this. Yes!
I'm gone.
Yes, the hangman!
Into the wild pale yonder.
The yonder. Where is that?
In the past. Way out west.
I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
There's nothing funny about you.
There is nothing funny about jokes either.
Who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
Takes one to know one.
I can feel the blood of Kuno is spilling over the cold ground already. Shut up!
Go ahead, Kobo.
What is happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your...
Black frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips.
imagination.
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy! Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you. Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much.
Who's doing the voice of the necktie? He sounds like one of the Flash Kit guys.
He loves those.
Oh, not you, Milo. Sorry.
Because you're a copperoony. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Yeah, give me questions. Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up, copperoony Rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
I do strike myself as a Rooney. Rooney's obviously not who I am. Of course not. My name is Raphael whatever.
Listen to yourself. You're not a Raphael anything. You're probably just a Harry or something. That's right. Harry.
Could I really be Harry?
You can be anything you want to be, brother Copo.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Who killed you?
Love did me in, brother Copo. It was love all along.
Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
What?
Looking at my face. Motionless. Looking into my eyes. Standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
I don't have anything else to do. This case is all I have.
I'm all you have? Then you truly lost it all, brother.
Ouch.
You let the world drag it all away from you. And what it left, you pissed away. And here we are.
I hate you. You stink and you're boring.
Do I remind you of someone?
A baby affected by harlequinism.
You sure wrinkled out of that one, Coppolini.
Why are you feeling pleasure when you died?
Maybe I was getting my rocks off.
So, you're feeling sexual arousal when they hung you?
Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you?
What's erotic auto-asphyxiation?
Captain Copodromo, I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question.
Enough.
Come back later, Copo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible. Also, see me in your dreams.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
Who's Sabaton?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
What happened to the rest of it?
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
If you wear those pieces, It will help me protect your mortal coil.
True. Why does my mortal coil need protecting?
Yes, bullets will fly. They always do. And the coil is fleshy and mush and permeable. Cast it in ceramic shell. Resist death.
Maybe he was wearing the boots and there's no rest of the armor.
No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirts we found to get to it. And this kind of armor is often worn under fabrics.
Could be walking around naked, just like for all we know.
A good point. He could have been intoxicated, or something we cannot yet imagine.
Oh, nice work, Barry.
So much just
or
from
Bernie.
clothes.
I keep messing up your name, I don't know why.
Was the lieutenant just impressed by your unintuitive guess? He was. Why else would he call it a very good point? Does this mean you're a very good detective? Possibly.
Sure, I'll try to remember that, though it's not your name. At least not on your account. The material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Cha-ching, baby. Not the boots.
By catching, do you mean, let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
What was that about the constabulatory before? You need to push some buttons if you want to recruit the lieutenant in a conspiracy.
This constabulatory is dragging you their fee. Why not start ourselves before more good men die?
So they don't get shot in the foot? I think our extremities are fine without a dead man's boots.
Oops. Well, no one said it would work. Back to detecting now.
Fuck you, you made that look like a success. How good this man afford such expensive
for
hardware.
us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the Harbor Company, but that's just hearsay.
Initial report?
Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
He's not actually sure of that. He's just being tactful.
These look pretty advanced for security guards.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Knock on
a
boots.
Small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch.
Punch it harder.
Your fist connects to the boot with the same ding. The sound does not appear to get louder.
Did you hear that? A click?
Yes, like dice rolling.
This is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads the incoming energy horizontally, from plate to plate. When the plates connect, there's a click. That's the sound you heard. See these lines?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates, where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates, until there are hundreds of them altogether.
Cool.
Like the scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and pearly.
Pull out the boots.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Grab the boot under your arm.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
What?
Even the mongrels can see you're about to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
I'm not a homo.
Stop obsessing about your sexuality, officer. You are about to seriously compromise the coroner's case. What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
This is advanced enemy technology. There might be clues inside the boot.
Maybe we should concentrate on what's outside the boot and leave what's inside to the boys at processing? Just this once. Besides, there's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet now.
Oh yeah,
Do you
they
think the
changed
little
his voice
friend
for sure.
savaged them yet?
In fact, I've noticed it with a few characters so far.
You're sure there's a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around.
Let's not do this for now. Sure, I never actually got
The
a chance to steal them.
anticipation makes you crack your fingers. Feels nice. Nice and cracky.
Yeah, Kuna won't be the same. Honestly, I like the new voice. The other one was a little annoying. Plus, you could hear like some sort of like an echo in the distance as if the room wasn't fully insulated. What's going to happen to the boots then?
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
I know, but like, it was too annoying.
Hobocop. Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for the cop chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo part takes you? To the bar? The old L'Assommoir? To the pier or the sewers? To Le Royaume, where for 300 years they interred the dead. You could plunder royalist crypts for long-forgotten triple malt bourbon, then fight the Aramakan beast that lurks the bottommost sepulchres. The secrets of the city are all yours at last.
Cool. Alright, it's been 3 hours, and I actually need to start being responsible now, so I'm gonna have to end it off here. Thank you all for coming. This was definitely fun, and I can't wait to get back to this more. By the way, tomorrow evening, I'm gonna be starting session 0 of my RPG group, which I've been trying to pull together for months now. And of course, that will be live streamed, and they'll also have their streams up, and you can check it out. So I highly recommend that. It's gonna be evening, like, in, like, American time, though, so just keep that in mind. But anyways, thank you all for coming. See you all next time.